If you're a little overwhelmed by all the vacuum-powered, dust-free sanders available from Hyde, don't worry, we're here to sort it out and help you determine which sander or sanders is right for your next job. So let's do a quick overview here before we get into the specifics of each one of these tools. So here are your options for dust-free sanders. We've got the dust-free sponge sander, the dust-free drywall hand sander, the dust-free drywall pole sander, the professional dust-free pole sander, the 9-inch dust-free round sander, and even though it's technically not a sander, we're going to throw in the dust-free vacuum scraper here. So let's start with what is probably the most versatile tool in the dust-free lineup, the sponge sander. Now this tool is great because you can use it anywhere you'd use a plain old sanding sponge. Drywall, of course, wood, metal, stucco, painted wood, anything you want to sand, because this sponge is swappable with any grit or style sponge that you'd like to use. Just pop your sponge in and start sanding. Now the way this works is that there's a small air cavity all the way around the sponge so that as you sand, the dust and debris is vacuumed away. The sponge sander comes with a 3-foot hose and an adapter to hook it up to any wet-dry vac you may already own. The dust-free sponge sander comes with 2 sanding sponges, a standard rectangular sponge and an angled sponge. Both of them are medium grit. Now while it does come with these 2 sponges, you can replace it with any standard 2 3/4 inch by 4-inch sponge in the future. Next up is the dust-free drywall hand sander, which has been one of Hyde's top-selling tools overall for the past several years. Now, as the name suggests, this tool is designed for sanding joint compound on a drywall job. Now, the way it works is the vacuum power sucks drywall dust through the sanding screen and into these air channels throughout the hardened rubber sanding face. It goes into these 2 suction ports that travel through the handle and the 6-foot vacuum hose. And that 6-foot vacuum hose does come included in the kit. It also includes an adapter to hook up to any wet-dry vac. You can adjust suction here with this control valve. The hand sander comes with 1 drywall sanding screen that is quite durable. You can use both sides, and it's washable, so you can use it again and again. Now, this hand sander is compatible with any standard rectangular drywall sanding screen, but you can also take a step up to Hyde's net abrasive, which comes in several different grit levels, so you can gradually work your way up to a high grit for your final coat and get a nice smooth finish. Hyde's Easy Clamp system allows you to change out your abrasive quickly and easily. We're just going to slide our net abrasive here into one end, clamp it down with the dial, and then repeat on the other side. Next up is the drywall pole sander. Now the pole sander borrows the same head surface and easy clamp system from the hand sander, but the big difference, of course, is the pole handle. It's made of aluminum, so it's lightweight and durable with an ergonomic rubberized grip. Here are 2 control valves to adjust suction, and this pole is extendable by simply twisting your collar here, increasing your reach from 32 inches to 50 inches. The head on the dust-free drywall pole sander tilts 45 degrees in either direction on its vertical axis, and you can get a full 90-degree bend in both directions on the horizontal axis. So you can sand up high or down low on walls, reach ceilings, and get into corners with ease. The pole sander is available in 2 options. This here is the option that comes with the built-in extendable aluminum vacuum pole. That is tool number 09175. But it's also available in a version without the pole. With this version, which is tool number 09170, you can attach it to any Acme threaded pole or handle. Just note that the pole is not included with the purchase of this version. Now this version here without the built-in aluminum pole is going to cost about half the price. Otherwise, everything about the function of these tools from here down is identical. And they both come with a 6-foot vacuum hose, the wet-dry vac universal adapter, and 1 reversible sanding screen. Now it's time to step up to our dust-free sanders built for drywall professionals. Here we have the professional dust-free pole sander. Now it shares the same basic form and function as the regular pole sander we just saw, but with some upgrades. First, this head is designed to pivot a full 360 degrees. So literally anywhere you aim this, overhead, at ground level, reaching far out over a stairwell, This full range of motion is going to keep your abrasive flat against the wall wherever you send it. That range of motion has the added benefit of ensuring your head doesn't accidentally flip on you while you're pulling the tool back toward you, which is a common problem that can mar up the nice smooth finish you're trying to achieve. The professional pole sander comes with 2 lightweight aluminum poles. You can use it with just one of the poles for a little more than 2 feet of reach, or you can attach the second pole to get up to 56 inches of reach. This tool comes with a 6-foot hose, the universal wet dry vac adapter, and 4 net abrasives. Next up is our newest and most advanced sander, the 9-inch dust-free round sander. This tool comes with the same 2-piece aluminum pole set as the professional pole sander you just saw, and it has the same pivoting head design so you can have a full 360 degrees of motion. Now, why would you want a circular head as opposed to the rectangle? Well, the first and most important reason is surface area. This 9-inch sander has more than twice the surface area of the rectangle, so you can cut your sanding time in half. The second reason is that the wide circular shape virtually eliminates any chance of your head flipping over on you while sanding. Now, if we take a look at the sanding face, you'll see it's a porous foam pad that sucks dust into your attached wet dry vac. The soft foam has an added benefit in that it gently conforms to high spots on your wall so you don't accidentally oversand those spots. Now, this tool comes with a brush ring to help remove and collect drywall dust. But if you have a delicate wall surface that requires very light pressure, you can actually remove this brush ring by removing the 4 screws around the edge. Lastly, the 9-inch round sander comes with a starter pack of 3 net abrasive discs, a 6-foot hose with universal wet dry vac adapter, and a handy transport bag. Well, that's it for dust-free sanders, but while we're here, let's take a look at the Hyde dust-free vacuum scraper. Now, this tool is expertly designed to collect paint chips, dust, and debris into your wet dry vac when you're scraping. It features a long-lasting, removable carbide blade. Now, this blade can be sharpened and eventually replaced when necessary by removing this screw right here. The sturdy pull knob right here is designed to, well, pull the tool while scraping, but it also acts as a hammerhead, which is great for resetting loose nails on the fly. Now, we don't want you scraping up your knuckles, so the vacuum scraper's banana-shaped design keeps your hand up and away from the surface while you're using it. And that is the full lineup of dust-free sanders and scraper from Hyde, all designed to remove up to 99% of dust on your next job. Remember, all of our dust-free tools feature universal wet dry vac compatibility, but the vacuum itself is not included with purchase. Thanks for choosing Hyde Tools. If you have any questions about these tools, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and we'll do our best to get back to you as quickly as possible.